Welcome in, everybody. 5280 Sports Network, 5280sportsnetwork.com. Jake Marsing, Ryan Green,
howdy,
Dove Valley, UC Health Training Center, Denver Broncos. Their last practice going on right now as we record this video from their headquarters here at the UC Health Training Center in preparation for Sunday's game against the San Diego Chargers. That's right, Ryan. It was Chargers.
Yeah, wasn't that long ago we were
No, it was
right?
Chargers, Texans, and then the Chargers again.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot of Chargers in 3 weeks.
Right, it's kind of weird for a divisional opponent as well to have 2 games in 3 weeks. But like I've heard some of the players saying, they like it because they can get that bad taste out of their mouths quickly.
Well, Ryan and I are here to preview this game kicking off at 2:05 p.m. on the CBS television network. Ryan, there's not a lot to say about this game that we didn't say about the last one. There's some differences.
Yeah.
Gary Kubiak back involved in this game plan. Some other things going on that I think are going to be important for the Broncos to take advantage of. We'll talk about the matchups here in just a second. First, your general overview of this game.
I hate that I have this feeling, but this game makes me just a little nervous. I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm getting that gut feeling where this is just going to be a really close game.
Yeah.
But I just get the feeling that the Chargers are riding a hot streak right now. Their quarterback, their number 17, is a lot better than the last number 17 the Broncos played. And as much as the revenge factor comes in and playing them, I think playing so close to their last game, you can't really have adjustments, you can't really grow in the running game. I think they're going to run into kind of the same problems they ran into Thursday. Luckily, they have a little more time to prepare, but I don't know, I just get an uneasy feeling about it.
Chargers have won back-to-back ball games.
Yeah.
The Broncos, and then they beat the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday. There's a lot of good talent over there. The thing for me that I'm most interested in watching as we talk about matchups in this game, Ryan, Hunter Henry, the Chargers' supposed number 2 tight end. They leave the top honors to Antonio Gates, even though...
By default.
Yeah, even though you look at the numbers, you look at the tape, and Hunter Henry's their top tight end on this roster. Wade Phillips yesterday said something that perked my ear up, and I mentioned it and played the sound on the Broncos Blitz podcast yesterday, which you can hear at 5280sportsnetwork.com right now. He said, I think we underestimated Hunter Henry's athleticism. And I'm like, dude, he was a top tight end coming out of the draft.
Yeah.
He's a very talented player. I don't think they make the mistakes with him and covering running backs out of the backfield with their linebackers that they did against the Chargers 2 weeks ago. In this game, I think they're going to have a lot more success against tight ends and running backs.
We'll see. I mean, let's be honest, Hunter Henry's touchdown came against Chris Harris.
Yeah.
So I don't know how, maybe the whole game they underestimated him, but in that certain play, you had who I think is the best cornerback on the team, Chris Harris, on that guy. Maybe it was just a size matchup or whatever, but I think he definitely made enough of an impact to get noticed by the Broncos now.
I think you're right, and they're going to find ways to cover him and to take advantage of that matchup. Lots of other matchups that I'm looking for in this ball game. Trevor Siemian, a lot healthier this time around with the Chargers than he was last time around with the Chargers. That shoulder coming along well. I think obviously the big story of this game, though, how do the Broncos deal without C.J. Anderson for the first time all season? Anderson, we're being told at 5280sportsnetwork.com right now, is going to be out an extended period of time, minimum a month. That's what I can tell you. I expect it to be 8 weeks. By the time you see this, it might change, but based on what we know right now, the Broncos are going to put him on IR.
Right.
And they're probably going to put him on IR with designation to return, which would be an 8-week thing. You'd get him back right before the playoffs, just in time for the playoffs, assuming the Broncos are there. So that's the Anderson situation. Filling in for Anderson, Devontae Booker, Capri Bibbs. What do you expect to see out of those guys?
I expect, I don't know, because I expect the Chargers to play really aggressively. They probably really want to stop the run, and knowing that it's a rookie running back, they're really going to try and stop the run.
Yeah.
I like Devontae. He's had 2 great games. He was really what I thought the most efficient runner against the Chargers last time. I really like Devontae, but I think they're going to be like, no, we knew how to beat the Broncos last time, and that's to make Trevor throw 50 times. Let's do it again.
Here is the single most important stat for me now when determining who's going to win or lose in a Denver Bronco football game. How does the Broncos' opponent defend the run? The San Diego Chargers, folks, are the 8th best team in the National Football League at defending the run. They are a top 10, top-notch run defense team. If the Broncos cannot run the ball this weekend, especially sans C.J. Anderson, they are going to be in serious trouble, and the Chargers know that. Mike McCoy is well aware of it. Trust me, he mentioned it on the conference call. Ryan, let's pick this game. What is your sense? What's your score? Broncos, Chargers, 2:05 on Sunday.
I think it's a frustratingly close game, but I'm going to say the Chargers get it 20-17.
You're picking the San Diego Chargers.
It's the first time I picked the Broncos all year.
Hold the phone. You're picking the San Diego Chargers to come into Denver and upset the Broncos, sweep them for the first time in 6 years. Sure you want to do that?
I'm going to pick
here
it,
on
but
5280 Sports Network.
I'm fine with being wrong because it means the Broncos will win. So prove me wrong. I want to be wrong. There's just something in this body that just makes me think that the Chargers are 2017 Chargers.
2017. Okay. Here's the thing for me with this game. The Broncos are so banged up, so injured. Their longest injury report of the year that they put out right now. Not just Anderson. DT is banged up. Keep Talib is banged up. Matt Paradis might not play. We've got a long list of guys.
You're making my argument
who are going to be injured. But the game is at home.
That's true.
And I think there's enough depth on this team to deal with those injuries. There are a lot of them, but I think there's enough depth. I'm going to take the Broncos, admittedly, very hesitant to do it. I'm going to take the Broncos in about as close a game as you can get it. Give me the Denver Broncos 17-16 to beat the San Diego Chargers. Go to 1-1 against them. Move closer to first place in the AFC West. So Ryan, your score one last time?
20-17 Chargers.
I'm 17-16 Broncos. He's Ryan Green.
He's Jake Marsing.
This is 5280 Sports Network.